Hey, this is a quick overview of Crabwalk. Crabwalk is a DBT alternative written in Rust specifically for DuckDB. It depends on DuckDB functionality for things like column level lineage and also for running the build process. So it will never work for anything other than DuckDB, and there's no intent to ever make it work for anything other than DuckDB. So we're starting with a real simple example here where we're pulling in data from a CSV file. If we want to take a look at what this CSV file looks like, run the query, and we should get a ton of rows back here. So this is a glance of what the data looks like to start with, and then our Crabwalk file or project has a couple different SQL files in it. So there's a races SQL file, there is a race summary SQL file, which is a little bit more complicated. There's some driver facts, so it's taking a summary of the race data and building a driver fact table, and then there's a top 10. It's just a simple select from the driver fact. So if we run this with Crabwalk, we'll get some kind of logging here. You can see what some of the dependencies are and how the lineage works, and we can get a really quick view of it with this mermaid chart that's embedded right into the run. So if we open this, we'll actually get a summary here, which looks right. So we start with races, which is automatically named from the SQL file. 3 tables dependent on races, and then driver fact is dependent on, or driver fact top 10 is dependent on driver fact. In addition to the logging here, there's also a web UI of all the tables. So we can open this driver fact table and quickly take a look at it, sort and filter that output. Races, obviously a much larger table, but we can still sort and filter the entire thing. These JavaScript tables are using perspective, so you get a full load of the data. So this is all 30,000 rows. You can quickly sort and filter through them. You also get the lineage built in, so the lineage is also shown here. As we looked at earlier, there's a mermaid chart too. One other thing to note, this sample parquet file, which if we flip back to the SQL for it, has this config here that outputs a type of parquet into a directory called output. So this output directory was not there, so if we delete this and run Crabwalk again, you'll see this output file pop up. We're also creating this Crabwalk database each time, so this is a .duckdb file, and this sample parquet gets created. So it's pretty easy to run the transformations and then also output either samples of data or larger data sets onto S3 or any other write location that DuckDB supports.